Got a chick. I know she won't forget. She hit her, broke it down.
To the Jets. Denver's looking for last 9 games against New York. Now, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Power Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos your Jets. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a very similar result. Once more stopping him behind the line.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks.
And that's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they'll start with great field position. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the 2nd overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, we'll take a look there at the draft class for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, the new head coach. He's got his quarterback as they took Zach Wilson, number 2, and moved Sam Darnold down to Carolina.
And we might end up saying that Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss, taking it number 34, could go down as one of the steals in the draft. The wide receiver is drawing rave reviews as far back as the OTAs. And one other one that we should note, how about how they manipulated the draft, traded at number 14 to take the guard Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC to protect Zach Wilson.
On 3rd down, Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A pass there complete to Sutton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 10. Here's a give to Carter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. A handoff for Carter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's it.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 19 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter. Run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Room to run again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there. A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The Jets on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This is Gordon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. That's complete. Okuebuna. And he will have the Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Good job.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now he's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now Wilson on first down. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jets. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. All the work he's getting.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing is Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for Mims, but this is picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
We got this.
Jets back in possession. There's Denzel Mims. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We begin out in Sin City. A good battle in the AFC. Miami at Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Willie Snead, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Mac Jones, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These 2 teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon. and Charles.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Carter. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Pirine. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. But now it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Mims for a New York first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll run with Carter. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Carter. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 24, Wilson able to connect with Mims. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Here we go. And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. P. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
That he's into the end zone. Zach Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big kick.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Jets have recovered.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Carter. And they can't bring him down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he's able to get this down to the... And that'll lead to a third down. They go play action with Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
First down, Bridgewater. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He'll get only the 3rd and 7 ahead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed